Hey y'all, this is Valkyrie here to talk all things alchemy, and I'm gonna come to you guys real quick on some of the lessons I've been learning from observing the lights. I wouldn't say a sun gazer, but I did like come across sun gazing a couple years ago. All right, so a while ago I used to watch these videos with a camcorder just going up into the atmosphere, and this is the first time I noticed that the sun actually gives off a white light. Because from here on Earth, it's perceived to be yellow, but when you actually look at it, it's actually white. And I googled it, child. Okay, so it is white. And it's a funny thing, right? Because it looks yellow, but it's white. So that led me to think though, like, what am I like? What can we learn, or what can I learn from understanding what the sun is? Because I learned something interesting about colors, right? Like the orange and the red and the greens. All of these are like colors of the rainbow, colors on the color wheel. However, that color wheel and that rainbow are missing two colors. It's missing black and white. Two very big contrasting colors in this atmosphere, black and white, okay? So let's talk about it real quick. Now, because since our sun is made of white light, I wanted to know, well, what is white? How are the eyes perceiving white? That's when all the colors on the color wheel are spinning together. They're doing a spin, and eventually, I guess they're spinning so fast, child, the colors stop looking like their individual essences and they come together to form something completely different, white. But they never lose their actual individual essence. Like the red doesn't mix in with the yellow and the blue and all that. Everything's independent. Independent together. That's my joy. They're independent, but they're spinning together, right? So that's going to be the essence of white. Now, black is different. Black is where you take all these colors and you mix it, and you mix it, and you mix it, and you mix. You mixing like that, right? Now, eventually, the colors lose their essence, right? And because you can't tell yellow from the black or the red from the blue or anything like that. It's just all muddled and black. So, now hear me out. Because we are the hue man, right? We're the humans. We're the colors. We're the hues, right? And think about this. We live these very individual lives, right? Independent, yet we're still together, right? We're together because you have to come together with other people to do, your business out in these streets. Go to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? If you're making music, you might be the singer, but then you have to go get an engineer, to do that part of the business, right? And then you may have to work with another group of people to get your copyright straight. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's all kind of energies that we are working with together, although we're very independent in our own way of executing what we desire to show our colors off or display, right? So along this life, though, we're doing a dance to try to work together, right? And while we're working together, I feel like the dance is definitely, it's a spin of things for sure. We're definitely doing like a lot of spin moves, all right? A lot of salsa with these movements. And we're trying to exercise, or we're constantly doing this thing where we're trying to hold on to our true essence, right? And not lose our true essence of ourselves, right? In my opinion, okay? Now, there's a couple other lessons with the light, because, again, with the sun, you get this white light because all the colors have come together, and they come together in such a harmonious dance that it's giving off a power that can give life to the world, y'all. The sun, I mean, you don't have us, you don't have me, you don't have you, okay? And we need you and me, all right? We need us. We need the sun's energy to give us life, right? But we need that white light, so we need all the hues on the rainbow doing a harmonic dance, okay? And keeping themselves in a harmony while they spin, okay? Because what happens is that we get darkness when they begin to mix, okay? And that's a big thing of saying it, right? So when we take red and yellow and blue and all these colors and they lose their true essence after the mix that we done put on them, the song don't even sound like it used to no more. Like you done sent your song off to the electrician, he done sent your shit back. Like, what is this? No, you gotta do this. You gotta do this mix all over again, all right? Because I can't hear the 808s on top of the snares, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all kind of things that are coming on with the way we mix things down, because we want to add it to a way where it complements each other, but we don't want to ever lose the true essence of it, because that's what makes it special. That's what makes it unique. That's what makes you, baby. and you hot, you fine, you cool like that. You're an individual. You're authentically made to be you and made to bring your own beautiful expression into the space, right? So I'm here to just think about the light, right, and bring this information in that kind of groovy way, because it just hit me. I was like, man, there's so many times when we like really walk out of this thing. We walk out in judgment. We walk out and we judge the colors that we see. I'm guilty. I come from a place, all right, where I come from a place that sometimes wasn't always considered so friendly. So sometimes you would see certain hues out hanging out and you'd be like, man, I hope don't nothing pop off. You know what I'm saying? It look a little rough. But these people were actually like some of the brightest yellow folks, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it was like a mustard yellow. I don't know. It was just kind of deep down or whatever. But when they were themselves, they got to kicking and laughing and talking. And it was some of the most beautiful sounds you could hear, just people laughing and being themselves and just enjoying each other's company, right? But if you go into spaces judging that, right? Would those people have been themselves if it was like a group of us coming in there judging them? They would have been like defensive. They wouldn't have been able to be themselves, right? So we have to learn. We really do have to learn how to let each individual hue be just that, be its individual hue, and do a dance where we spin together. Because when we do, we're going to give off a powerful light. We're going to come together with a powerful source that can continue to create life abundantly. All right, we'll be in one of those type of civilizations, like the Egyptians was on that. The Mayans was on that, right? And there's some other civilizations too. They work together though in a real harmonious form and allowed the true essence of the individuals and the things that they were working on to be, versus like a melting pot. Because when you have a melting pot, and you try to mix too much of the finances with too much of the healthcare, you end up getting to the point where it gets too muddled, right? And you can't tell which one needs to take priority, and because you just got them all together. And there are certain times when, like, again, together, like, the darkness ain't bad. Sometimes when you're in the darkness, you can really see the light. So again, it's not to say one's good and one's bad. It's just to say that when you do this, right, when you've mixed it all together, you can't tell it apart from each other anymore. So it's hard to really know the true essence of what you began to work with to give you that color anyway. All right. And with society, we're doing this dance, y'all. We're doing this dance where we're trying to keep our own unique essence while going amongst the world and seeing other people shine in their own true rights too. So I'm just reminded today to let my light shine, you know what I'm saying, while I look at other people shining too. And it's a tough balance for real. Because for instance, I'm low key. I'm the lowest of the keys, okay? I love to fall back. But I have been like doing this thing lately because I've been on my spiritual journey, and it's been like, yo, you need to kind of start expressing your ideas and stuff. I'm talking like me. I'm like, yo, you need to start expressing your ideas a bit, right? You need to start coming out telling people, some of these things that you're thinking about. And I'm like, yeah, I know I need to. I want to. Like, my soul is telling me to do this. But it's like, yo, if I do this, then people gonna see me. You know what I'm saying? And I something about me just wanted to kind of be in the dark, right? But it's like, no. I was fighting my way to get out of the darkness, right? So then the next thing that happened, it was like, all right, my girlfriend, she did my tarot cards and stuff. She was like, you should wear green nail polish. So I started doing the green nail polish. And I was like, this is dope. I like green. I didn't realize I like green as much as I did. And then it led me to like this green hair phase I kind of been in, right? I did like a green afro before. So I did this green hair and I was just thinking like, V, do you really want like this much attention on yourself? You're not really used to being in the spotlight, all of that. And I'm like, forget it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the green hair. And the people are going to look at me and say I look like, the zombie version of Shirley Temple. They going to say that. You know what I'm saying? If they going if they going to say this was like the AT&T connections to the Green Express, that's what they going to do. But I'm going to rock these green curls, okay? And I'm so happy that I did that because it did, have me standing out in certain ways. And, like, people who I generally just probably wouldn't talk to. Like, I just run to the grocery store real quick and people will be like, oh, your hair's so cute. And I have people be like, have full conversations with me and the hair kind of started it, you know what I'm saying? And for me going to a space where I am trying to get out there more and be more comfortable with connecting with others, I needed things like this. You see what I'm saying? So you can take the dark and work your way back to the light. It's not about one being good or bad or the other, right? Because for me, again, I come from a place that wasn't always so friendly. So sometimes you want it to fade in the back. You didn't want to have a whole lot of light shining on you. And that's from like my childhood trauma stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you didn't want to have a whole lot of light shining on you because it would make you a target, you know? So I wanted to fall back, but now I'm kind of learning and kind of cultivating myself again, just to know, like, you know, they were probably just a part of that dark group that was just trying to consume everybody's light, right? And I didn't want my light to be consumed, you know what I'm saying? So, but now it's my responsibility to myself to honor myself, to honor my true nature, to honor my true self, all right? And to shine in that way, okay? Because when a bunch of us are doing that, we come together in a way where we can be independent together and successfully spin around, we'll create a powerful force, right? We'll be able to refract to people back the true nature of themselves too. White is about showing the true reflection of things back to itself, right? Whereas if we choose darkness and we just choose to get in the mix and just lose our own true essence, all we're going to be able to do is just absorb other essences, you know? And have you ever been to, like, let's say you out with like a bunch of your friends, and you know, maybe this is one of those nights where you was just like, you know what, this might be a night for me to just chill, but I'm gonna go ahead and go out with these folks, right? And then you got one group of friends saying, let's go party. Somebody else saying, let's go out to eat. Somebody else is saying, you know, let's go out and let's just go to the house and get some, you know, drinks and just kick it, right? Maybe you on the spectrum of like, let's go to the house and just kick it, right? But then the friend who decides to, like, let's say go out, everybody else says, okay, cool, let's go out, right? And you're like, oh, I do not want to go out. I've been there, right? You just don't want to go to the parties, but you go to the parties anyway. And you the only one not partying, right? Like everybody else is having a good time, enjoying themselves. And you just, you know, holding up the wall and shit. Sleek mad. You're not doing what your true color tells you that you should be doing, okay? You know what I'm saying? So, but you can't, it's like no matter what's going on around you, nobody's gonna be able to be like, you know, let's go have some fun, right? I'm just thinking of like, I just really wanted to get home. It's just on my vibe tonight, y'all. Y'all have some fun. I don't want to be a party pooper, right? I don't want to bring you guys down to where I'm at, right? With this color, right? But I just wanted to be in my own space. And I don't want my colors to necessarily conform to your colors, right? It's just about being unique to your expression, okay? If your expression wants to be bright and bold and yellow, go for that. If it wants to be, you know, more cool and blue, go for that. You know what I'm saying? But whatever your color is, honey, show it, okay? Because I'm trying to do a dance with you. I want to celebrate who you are. I want to see your hues. I want to see you add your mark to the world that only you uniquely can, okay? And along that same time, I want to do those same things, all right? Because that's what gives inspiration to so much life as we continue to create it. It would be crazy if all of us was walking around with this kind of hair, right? But wouldn't it just be a shame if all of us just walking around with basic ponytails too? You know what I'm saying? You need a little bit of variety. You need all the elements, right? You need girls with this kind of hair but orange, all right? You need blondes. You need so many things. Like this life enjoys a lot of uniqueness and variety too, and then there's so many hues and colors that you can come up with for the eye to see. So let them all be and let them all shine, and don't ever, well, no matter what you do, keep your true essence, because that essence is what makes your that's your unique awareness. That's what makes you uniquely you unique to perceiving the information that you perceive and putting your mark out into the world as we perceive it. And, you know, like it or not, we're here together, right? And while we're here together, it might be something that we can learn from just allowing me to be me and you to be you, you know? We can open up some more beautiful spaces for us to create some powerful things. So that's all I got for y'all, though. That's all I wanted to come with and say. And I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I got another video coming up here soon, probably tomorrow. I'm going to try to be more consistent with getting some content out. Try to do a video every day this week. So this is my first. Yay. So this is just about the light. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. What are you guys thinking? Did any of that resonate? Do you like the hair? You know what I mean? And what's your colors? You know, if you don't mind, drop me some comments down in the comment section. Maybe a couple of rainbows so I know that you came. And hopefully you'll be back because I'll have some more content, okay? And until then, you guys take care. Bye.